Man, I don't know how I want to start this shit off, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I want to start it off at. But, it's been a hell of a fucking ride, hasn't it, lads? That's what I've been just, sort of admiring how long of a ride it's been and how good of a ride it's been, to be honest. Like, I feel like every one of my in season videos starts off like this, and I'll come back and I'll make like a mockery of it, and I'll drop a tier list, and I'll make other content, and I'll do all this other shit. But I don't think I'm gonna do any of that this time. I think I think this season, I mean, we there's gonna be a decently long video, but I think it's time to call it, to just call it, you know. And I don't mean like I ain't gonna be around or I'm leaving discords or shit like that. I haven't really figured out what call it means, but I'm I can't play Dota no more. It's like the biggest thing I think, and that's probably what I felt like. I'm one of those people where I gotta give everything. If I do one thing, I gotta give everything, and there's there's other shit in my life that needs to be handled. To be real, like I'm good, I'm chilling. I got a hell of a career, got a little, got a dog, got a nice apartment, but you start pushing age, you start pushing 30, and you like, damn, brother, like fuck, I'm trying to, my homie just got married yesterday. You feel me? Not yesterday, but like a month ago. Not married, engaged. You know, and I'm like, damn, bro, like, man, we are outside like as little kids just fucking around like in the grass, coming home with stains on our pants and shit. And I'm just like, bro, like you getting married, bro. You feel me? And yeah, I think Dota just for me. I'm gonna say this shit for me because I talk to a lot of people and I'm like, man, this may be it. This may be it. And they're like, why? Like you got free time. I ain't overbooked or anything like that, but um, I'm just such a you can call me a try hard. I guess I am a try hard, especially when it comes to Dota. I just love the game, man. I love Dota so much. It's unreal how much I love Dota. Um, but I also think like you know Dota is mentally taxing, mentally draining when you take it and you put it as your number one hobby, and basically your whole personality is revolving around whether or not you win on Thursdays. You feel me? And that's really what it came down to. Like I wasn't if I lost on Thursdays, I wasn't mad the whole week, but damn, it took a lot of emotional toll on me. Like fuck, like I'd go watch the replay. I'd go, you know, just try to get better, try to not be. And I think this season I definitely proved myself. I can do it. You know, I got immortal for the first time. I definitely improved from week one to last week a lot. Um, and it wasn't enough, to be real. It wasn't enough. There's a lot of mistakes I made that series. Um, a lot of things I took. There's probably a big complacency element as well, where like to be real, my brain was on Mango Tango. Like I didn't really think like MHKFC was gonna put us in. To be honest, and in my head, you can call it cope, you can call it whatever you want to call it. To be real, but in my head, that was a 2-0. There was I wish I was streaming comms, man, but game one, we're pushing the base. I think we had ages. We had no buybacks for some reason, and I don't think they had buybacks. I don't really remember, to be real, but we're pushing and we feel really strong. And Jack's like, guys, back, guys, back. Like, I'm not feeling it. Like, I'm the carry. You guys got to listen to me. Like, just back. I'm like, all right, back, guys, back. I think um, Hulk and Bobby like, man, we're so strong. Why back? You know, back would get wiped. They walk down. They eat our base up. And it wasn't just Hulk. I mean, we all went right. Like shit. Nobody just. I ain't calling out nobody on the team. The team. It's the whole team. It was a team issue. You know what I mean? It wasn't. It wasn't just Hulk. It wasn't just Jack. It wasn't just Bobby. Like if anything, I was the probably the loudest voice. And I didn't say a word during that little difference. You know, that little one wants to back, one thinks we're strong, wants to go in. I just didn't say shit. I just and not like me saying shit would have like redirected the whole team or whatever, but man, I that was the moment I was like, bro, man, that's gonna decide the whole series. You know what I mean? And then we went into game two. We won game two. We went into game three, and a lot of shit went wrong. I think yeah, just a lot of shit went wrong. I think you can look at the lanes. Should have swapped the lanes. Should have put slot our mid and picked another off laner in the off lane to counter out the PL a little bit more. The last pick should have been a little more PL. Like should have helped with the PL a little more. I don't think Quap was like the best thing to deal with PL that was left in the pool. You still had Sand King and things of that nature. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to talk too much about that series to be real. Like it was really well played from MHKFC, and that's really just what it was to be real. Um, the whole season, though, I guess we can just give sort of a season recap. So I guess how the team started was I had just won mini with Hulk and Fatality um, in a pretty convincing fashion. I feel like we were stomping players, people, Um, and then Hulk hit me up. He's like, all right, I got to carry. Let's fill out the team and let's do this thing. So that's when Hulk introduced me to Jack. He's like, yeah, this guy just doubled it up in Warrior. He's like the new next up can come and carry. Let's cook with him. And I was like, all right, bet. And when I first started playing with Jack, I was like, yo, this guy is he's pretty nice. He's pretty cool. The thing about Jack is I love when players just want to win just as much or as more as me. Um, you look at like Subwoofer or not Subwoofer. You look at like Subanier and Cafe and Blunted and things of that nature. Like especially the more and more I play Dota, it's harder to find that that energy, you know. Um, and Jack has that 2,000 times over. So I was like, man, you want to win this hard? Like I want to win this hard. Like we just gonna kill it. So we needed a mid. As you guys know, we got Sun. And probably for like the first couple weeks, it was going pretty well. And then I think people started to like sort of figure out our team a little bit, and I was getting like really heavily sacked to like make up for some of the lanes and some of the things we were doing. And I had to like sort of like really change my mindset there. Like the heroes I play, like the way I come to lane, things of that nature. Um, and yeah, so probably like maybe like 2 weeks before playoffs, there was like a semi argument between Hulk and Jack. Maybe like two or three, not Hulk and Jack, Hulk and Sun, right? Sun's name is also Jack. I don't know. Everyone knows. It's not like I'm Doc's name or something. Everyone knows his name's Jack. But uh, they got in a semi argument, and it was a little weird because I've met Jack IRL. Like we went to the club together. We got drinks together. We cool. Like I fuck with his energy. Like he's a cool ass dude. Um, but on the rift, it just there were some debates, some things had things said, and I didn't think that. I thought that if maybe over the course of time and winning could fix anything. They always say like winning fixes all. Um, but it didn't really end up like that, to be honest. There was just there'd be a lot of like side comments. When Hulk makes a play on like a solo play, and he'll feed on the side of the map, but that's just a Hulk play. Like three people TP or something, and it'll be like it'll be worth. And then Jen, Sun would say, He'd get his little slick comment in, or Sun would lose lane, and Hulk would get his little slick comment in, and I'm just like, bro, I ain't about to play with this all season. And that's what I told Jack. I mean, Son. I told him I was like, listen, bro. Like at the end of the day, you cool people. I don't have no problems with you, bro, at all. Like I feel like people I've kicked, I probably had problems with them to be real, but um, I did want to win this season, so it came down to I just wanted to win, you know, and I knew I couldn't win with just bickering and drama on the team and things of that nature. So that was more in line with the kick, and then with Bobby, I've been playing MD12. I haven't played until in a long ass time, ever since Maddie like sort of stepped back. Um, but I really liked MD12, and I've always performed pretty decently in MD12. So um, I know some of like their good players. And this Bobby guy, always we'll meet him. We'd always meet him like in like semifinals or some shit like that. And I remember last time I played, we were on LAN, and Chev was like, "Man, this Bobby guy, man, I always play this fucking Bobby guy." All right, bet let's just bring him on to A2L. He's Legend 3 or whatever, and obviously he's not Legend 3, but we needed a floor player, so we brought Bobby in, and Bobby played really well. I was really happy how Bobby found the team. I think the guys liked him really, liked him a lot as well. Um, so we went in the Spooky Scary Skeletons series. I think Spooky Scary Skeletons. I won't run over every series, but I think we just had five better players. I think top to bottom. I don't think anyone's choosing anyone else other than. I mean, I think maybe Spike versus Fatality, but Fatality had a hell of a season. Like just a resume, man. If you look at his season and his growth and his vision game and his call outs and the heroes he played and his impact on our team, like I think he gets overshadowed a lot. Just from like we really had like I can't say it enough, man. This guy has grown so much as a player, and he'll be a really nice player next season as well. Um, so yeah, I think it just came down to we just had five better players realistically. And I don't think maybe we weren't even the better team. We just had five top to bottom better players, and that's just what it felt like. It just felt like we just sort of just were just better player wise. So we would just win the series. Um, I think, and I skipped the Mango Tango upper bracket. I think Mango Tango upper bracket was like sort of it was like how do I explain it? It was I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. Maybe I'll in the video I'll like try to like think about that series a little bit. Um, but obviously they're very good. They're a good team. But I don't remember the series like exactly well enough to like speak on it. So let's go to the next shit. MHKFC. Um, I think Mango Tango will 3-0 them, but I think they're a very good team. I do think they wait for the enemy to make mistakes and then they profit off the enemy's mistakes. But if if like I want to dissect that game three draft so bad, but my mind ain't there. My mind is not there, man. But I've lost some sleep looking at that shit and just what I could have done to sort of dispel that bullshit. Um, but in terms of what's next, or you know, and I'll give my sort of like my team takes as well. Um, I think Jack, if you can keep his head straight and his head on, you know, his head can get a little too inflated sometimes for sure. But every carry has that in them. I think every carry you sort of need to have that in you. Mid as well. Um, he's a great player. Presses buttons, knows his timings, knows his matchups. Great player. I have no bad words to say about Jackie Jack ever. That motherfucker just wants to win. It's bad. He'll play as many pubs as he needs. He'll watch replays. He'll go over why he's losing. He'll like that's just not a bad player. My only sort of thing is just keep it. Understand your ego will kill you in Dota. For a while, I didn't get that, but you know, and I don't think he has the ego. I think he has a good bit of confidence, and I think every carry needs that. But obviously, too much of anything is bad. So that would be my thoughts there. Um, and then as far as Hulk, uh, I think Hulk is man. I love Hulk, man. He's funny. He knows the game, knowledgeable. He's can be sarcastic at times. Like he'll be like, "Yo, Rhino, what's your build?" Look, I have like 4 items queued. He's like, "Yo, Rhino, what's your build?" And I don't open Pro Tracker. Fuck that. And I'm on my other shit. You feel me? And I can take jokes like that. I like it. I like it, and it keeps me in tune with what's why we're here. We're here to win. We're here to we're here to learn. We're here to win. We're here to grow, um, and things of that nature. Uh, damn, bro. God damn. Fuck. Oh, a little big. Sorry. But I forgot what I was gonna say. You ever just look at yourself like, damn, is that really me? Now Hulk, yeah, no Hulk, man, bro. Yeah, you. My only thing is with you is you. I don't think you can take criticism too well. There are some mistakes you made, and I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna call Hulk out on that shit. I just let him. I let him rock. Like it'll all come back. You feel me? Like you're a good enough player where your mistakes aren't really seen as mistakes. They're more seen as uh, I don't know, missed opportunities. I'll say that. Like I think you'll make a mistake and you'll be like, where's my team? But then there's no play call there. You feel me? But I feel like that just comes with just playing the game, the team game, and growing. I think next season you're captaining. I think you slowly start to grow there. I think in terms of draft, in terms of matchups, in terms of understanding the meta, in terms of understanding the patch, you have it. You can press buttons. You know heroes. You're just a good Dota player, right? But I think every good Dota player needs to know how to take criticism. And sometimes I think there were people on the team that were scared to give you that criticism. I was scared, not the word. I think they were worried you would blow up, right? I think everyone blows up when when it's just too much. Some people on teams can take criticism. Some people cannot take criticism, and that just is what it is. Not a bad trait, not anything impossible to have, but um, yeah, I think that would be my only like sort of like maybe work on that type shit. And I want to slowly give everyone some shit to work on, but I think everyone on my team, I do it over and over again if I could. I really do. I like the team that we ended the season with because we all work together, but I would easily do it with the team we started the season with just because I like Sun as a person a lot. If people could just get along. Fatality, man. I hype you up every video, man. I'm so proud of you, bro. Every in every way you've grown as a player, and I think I'm proud of you because I've seen you grow as a player throughout seasons. Hulk and Jack. Hulk, I met from Mini. Jackie Jack, I didn't really watch Warriors, so I can't really say what he's grown on. But I feel like I've played against you. I've played with you. And I've watched your games. I've before I invited you to the team. Or before I invited you to this team, I watched sort of the mini back and saw how you played in the mini, and I was like, man, this guy was just dialed in. I don't know if you put the weed down that day, you didn't smoke a blunt that day, some shit, or that weekend or those 2 weekends, but you were killing it on a mini, and you're just a pro to have on the team, bro. Any team just gonna be happy to have Fatality on the team. Somebody they'll play the heroes that you need them to play. They'll put the wards down, they'll put the vision down, and they're not gonna be toxic. They're not with the drama. They're there for one mission, and um, yeah, bro. I as a man, as a human being, you're a good dude, bro, and a good Dota player, bro. I think that's the thing. Like you're a good Dota player. I think sometimes you're with players that are good too, and you're like, yeah, I may be the worst on this team. The worst on an all-star team is still an all-star. You feel me? Now, I think you got to understand that. You feel me? You got to understand that. I think all 4 of us, 5 of us, if you include Sun, wanted you there. Hella, bro. Like you're damn near the glue for sure this season. And a big reason why I kept showing up, as well as just, bro. I wanted you to win bad. I wanted to win this one for you bad, bro. Cause you deserve it, brother. You gonna make me tear up and shit, goddamn. But you deserve it, bro. Um, and let's see. Bobby and Sun. We'll start with Bobby. Bobby's one of those guys where he doesn't care if his lane's cooked. He doesn't care if he doesn't get any runes. He doesn't care if he doesn't have a ward on his rune. He's just gonna have some impact on the game. and I think you want that in your mid, right? I think Sun and Bobby have pretty close traits, maybe just different heroes. Um, where Bobby wanted his hero picked early and didn't really care if he was counterpicked because he's gonna still have some effect on the game. I think Sun is sort of like that too. So I don't think they're too far apart. Personality wise, I think Sun when he came in was a captain, right? Like Sun on teams that wasn't on, I think he captained the team. I think he was a drafter, he was the captain, he was the shot caller, et cetera, et cetera. So coming on this team, this is probably where it got all baffled up and shit. I've only captained. I don't think I've been on a team that I wasn't captain or shot caller or drafter on in years. So I'm just like coming into it, and not that I haven't had help shot calling. You look at my teams, I always have help shot calling. Like there's always someone else that can do the shot calling if I just disappear. Uh, and that's why I liked Hulk. Hulk did a lot of the shot calling. I think, and Jack doesn't get enough credit, man. There are times Hulk doesn't talk, and Jack is the one that's pushing us. You know what I mean? When I say Jack, I mean Jackie Jack. Fatality as well, right? There's times me and Hulk are having rough games, and I saw that. Probably like after week 4, I didn't really speak. I was like, all right, let me just figure out how to get something out of this lane because I'm not gonna have a good lane, and it just is what it is. Let me figure out how to not feed and get something out of it. Um, and those were like until like the playoffs. That's how I saw it. And we did pretty good. I think with Hulk usually doing like the early game and Fatality helping there as well, and then Jackie Jack would take over um, into the mid late game, and then I think Sun would feel a little when we had Sun on the team. It was like a little bit of a misunderstanding, I guess, or sort of just too many chefs in the kitchen, to be honest. Um, you had me drafting. I sort of know when our timings are, what our heroes want to do. Hulk's seeing the whole game, so he's gonna have thoughts on the game, and then Jackie Jack's the carry, so when he gets his items, he's gonna sort of want us to play for him, and Sun sort of just lost in that wave. And I didn't really see it until like week 5 or 4, where I was like, maybe we just don't need Sun to talk, to be honest. And sometimes that's just what you need is just no. You need someone that's just not really like talk, but like not calm, not shot call, not push the game. Like you're not the guy that's pushing the game, right? Realistically, I think a lot of teams, like these teams I've been on, Sun has been that guy that pushes the game. He's the guy that gets the blink. He's the guy that gets those first 2-1s down, and then we'll move on to sort of the carry or I would shot call past that. This team, it was completely new. Jack wanted to talk a lot. Hulk is naturally a big talker. Um, so I had to sort of take a seat back and be like, okay, well, let me just lock in with them, and maybe that will take some stress off me from just doing the shit I got to do, right? So that worked for me. I think for Sun it was a little bit different because he is one of those people where it's fine losing the lane if he could just gank around, and to gank you need to calm. You need to have people to play with you. And then some of those would just be disagreements on the ganking, on which lanes to gank, on things of that nature, when to gank, runes. And it's just, you can't play the game of Dota 2 when your 4 and your 2 don't talk. It's impossible. It's not fun. You just lose every game. Why show up? So that's really what it came down to. And um, like some people like Rhino, like you're trying to get a better player. Rhino, yada yada yada. Sounds a good player. Well, like, are you guys fucking idiots? Like, it's not like I kicked fucking Ash Whitebabe who was pretending to be a female for Dota skins. You feel me? Like, bro, no, bro, not this year, not this season. Also, the Rhino rule really shuts that down. I will say, the Rhino rule really shuts that down. Bro, is my shit even? What the fuck? Or am I just my head just naturally fucking curved? Don't look at my hairline, y'all. I don't know what my barber did. My shit fucked up. All right. Anyways, bro. Yeah, nah. Son's a great player, man. It's just sometimes it just doesn't work, bro. Sometimes it just doesn't work, and I think that was a perfect example. Um, what's the next spot? Um, yeah, yeah. I'm like thinking if I want to do. I was gonna do like a life update for this channel, but bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know if y'all niggas give a fuck. I know. I don't say. I don't really say the N word like that for real, but feel like it was needed there. Give a little bounce to it. You feel me? A little bounce. But nah, realistically, it was this season took a lot out of me mentally. Um, the amount of Goat I played was unreal. Um, and then every other aspect of my life except like work suffered because I work from home, so like I can work whenever. But it was just like I didn't hit the gym. I wasn't going to the basketball court. I wasn't. I wasn't going out. Wasn't social. Man, I got. You feel me? Gotta be social though, bro. You gotta want to go out, bro. And when you so dialed in on a $30 ASL tournament, you losing the sight of shit, bro. Like, and I think that's what happened, bro. And that's why I argue this shit is not a beer league, because to me, this shit not a beer league. To y'all, it should a beer league, right? When I say y'all know y'all I'm talking about, right? But there are people that are watching replays. There are people that are queuing 4 or 5 games a day. There are people that are trying to grow. There are people that aren't sandbagging. There are people that are, moving up divisions and trying to learn the game and grow with the game. Um, and there are people that aren't. There are people that aren't. You feel me? And just two ways to think about the game. You know. Um, and I do want to just shout out my team though. Hulk, Jackie, Jack for sure. Fatality up there as well. Last video I made when I was like, my team does not press the Q button. They wanted me to call this out. They have pressed the Q button a lot. They've been queuing a lot, and that's why we got third. Because we would have got damn near fifth if I didn't press the Q button, if Jack didn't press the Q button, if Hulk didn't press the Q button, and we were just all sorry as shit, rank sitting, we would have got probably fifth or sixth. I can't lie. So I'm not happy with the third. I'm not happy with third place, but I'm content. I'm content now. You asked me Friday night, I probably would have told you something else. To be honest, I probably would have, flipped out or some shit. Not flipped out, bro. It's a game, bro. But I'm a competitive person, bro. I want to win. I'm not there to just waste my time and waste my Thursday nights. You feel me? So that's really what it just came down to. And then, what have I not touched on? Is there any other controversies? Um, oh, prediction. I guess I'll give a little prediction. Oh, I already gave my prediction. I think Mango Tango 3-1. 3-1 Mango Tango over MHKFC. And I do still owe y'all a tier list video, but I wanted to give y'all an update video while I still had this shit fresh on my mind. Because shit be moving. But yeah, I think it'll still be a really really good game, really good series either way. Um, but title the video "Where to Next." I think where to is the commentary booth, the cast booth gang. I just gotta stop playing Dota. It is damn near an addiction. It is an addiction. Like I can I'll be mid meeting, mid teams meeting, or we don't use teams, but you get the point. Boss will be like, yo, Spencer, you got, they got this client's work or whatever. I'm like, dang, like I'm thinking about the draft last night. I'm thinking about the draft last night, Brody. I don't know what you talking about. I'm thinking about what my bands are. You feel me? But in all ways I can improve and things of that nature. And I wouldn't say it took a toll, but it definitely was like, okay, probably can put my mind to some other shit that's more useful. Is this a retirement video? Probably not. But is this a long break? Probably. I think I should have probably took a break this season, but I pushed it. But I got some goals I want to accomplish. I got some people I gotta rekindle with and reconnect with. Um, and then we can run this shit back healthier, in a better headspace time. And not even I'm in a bad headspace. I ain't depressed. I ain't sad, but other goals, man. Other goals, other objectives. I say this shit every video. I'm sorry. Shout out to Edge Timber. Edge Timber, I think Edge Timber, like, he either messaged me or like something in the golf channel. He's like, "Yo, Rhino, you say some of the same shit every video, but this is just how I'm feeling. How I'm feeling. I'm feeling like playing Dota. I'm missing out on some other aspects of life that may be more important. Shit, y'all let me know. You feel me? And um, yeah, just missing out on some shit that made me more important. I don't want to turn around 5 years later and be like, damn, every day after work I was queuing 3 Dota pubs. I wouldn't hit the gym. I wouldn't eat right. I'd be door dashing every day. Like, gang, firstly, I gotta learn how to cook. I have to learn how to cook. This channel may turn into a cooking channel. Cook with Spence. You feel me? Cook with Rhino, some shit, bro. No, I wouldn't turn it. I wouldn't do that. I'd make a new channel. I couldn't. I want to remove the archives, man, but I gotta learn how to cook. That's on my agenda, and I got some people I gotta reconnect with, rekindle with, out there lost. So let's lock in, guys. Let's lock in 2025, 2026. I'll keep y'all updated on my journey, and y'all know when I'm back, man. Y'all know when I'm back. And as far as A12 is concerned, and my thoughts there, I think the league's grown really heavily. I think there's been a lot of positives amongst the league. Do I think the mantle drop shit was a negative overall? Yeah, I think that shit was weak and whack. But again, I know who are playing in the league. A lot of the people in this league are snowflake. A lot of the people in this league, you know, haven't played a competitive sport outside of Dota. And I call Dota a competitive sport very lightly, very loosely. Like step into a locker room, step into a team sport, right? Like, and a lot for y'all, like for a lot of y'all, it is too late for that, right? The knees don't work, the back don't work like it used to. Y'all got arthritis, you feel me? But in team sports, shit gets competitive. Personality needs to be held to a higher standard in Dota. Like, why can't we show our personality in Dota? Like, it just is just like more ways to just nullify any type of storylines or anything, bro. It's just, again, man, A2L is ran off the back of storylines, off the back of content. Dota is only one thing. It's no one ever wants to go back to season 16, season 18, where we wouldn't have content. There was no tier lists. No one really talked in Discord. Damn near, it was a damn forum. You would ask for tips and help on shit. You feel me? There was nothing. It wouldn't get you past your work day. It was trash. And then I wouldn't say I really started the chat culture, but I was in that bitch for sure. 16-year-old Rhino going crazy, telling y'all crazy shit. Now I'm damn near grown, man. I gotta do some other shit, Brody. I gotta do some other shit. But yeah, no, I can't be tempted to hop back into this shit, man. Every time I tell them I'm retired, I'm at least done for 3 seasons. So that means next year this time, probably, maybe a little later. To be honest, new me. But I do want to still make content. I still want to make content. I still want to have this channel. I still want to do something there. So I'll let y'all know. Subscribe, like, stay updated. My DM's always open. I don't block nobody. I love to talk, but yeah, man, I'll be in ATL chat all day. I'd be watching Dota, Gork. I'd go from Gork. I'd have the stream scheduled down. I'd go from Arteezy to Gork when he went live. Gork would finish his shit. It could be Mason. Mason would finish his shit. It'd be DNM. And DNM till I'm asleep. And if there was no tournaments go, oh my god, I was a tournament goblin. My whole sleep schedule. You can see the bags in the eyes, bro. I was a tournament. What was the recent tournament? I don't know, bro. It was like in China. It was like 3 a.m. starts. Oh, unreal. I would go to bed at like 10 p.m. Wake up at 3. Watch it till work. Hop on the computer, work. Watch it while I'm working. It's just like, bro, this ain't it, bro. And I know a lot of the smart motherfuckers are gonna be like, yo, you don't have to do any of that. You can just load up on Thursdays. I can't do that. Y'all can do that. I cannot just show up on Thursdays and be anywhere close to what I'm expected to be, right? I think that's like the big thing. There are expectations for certain players in the league, right? Like if you are a good player, you're expected to be good. You can't just make content and say shit and be ass. Like you just can't do that, you know. And Dota's a game you have to play, a game you have to practice, a game you have to watch to be good, right? The motherfuckers that aren't doing that probably aren't that good, to be honest. Aren't interacting with the game in any capacity, probably are trash, and it shows in your gameplay. You have no idea what's happening on the Rift, you know? Um, so yeah, man. That's really it for the video. I don't think I'm missing anything. I rambled on for about 35 minutes of just mostly bullshit. But I think there's some important notes in there. TLDR, if you skip to this part, I'm taking an extended break from Dota 2 and A2L to go touch grass and do other shit that I want to do. And not that I can't do Dota while I do that. I'm just deciding not to do Dota while I do that. That's the thing. I probably have an addictive personality. In some, if I'm being honest with myself, addictive personality mixed with competitive personalities. Like it's bad, man. It's bad, bro. So yeah, that's really just the video, man. Extended break. Wish the best of luck for the league. I haven't left Discord. I'm still in there, but I did need some time to reflect type shit and really just start to figure out what's next, right? So I did get some mini questions. Will I be captain in mini, or will I be in mini this season? No, 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 no. I'm fully done starting now. I don't think I've played a Dota game since Thursday. So, yeah, that's basically my thoughts, my thought process, and what's next. And yeah, man, I think that's it. And I won't even leave it with a comment riddler. To be real, actually, no, I won't. Man, just like the video, just subscribe. Um, I will try to stay consistent with some other shit, like maybe just videos like this of just my thoughts on A2L, from what I'm looking at from the outside, external thoughts. May drop some casts, may do some. I want to maybe do some like player interviews. I think that's really cool. I think as a player that's playing the league for so long, I know a lot of these players a little better than the league does, and introducing these players, giving them some personality and things of that nature. Not like what I did with Insane Chaos. If you remember that out of pocket shit, that was some wild. I watched that content probably like 2 months ago, and I was like, "Yo, what was this? This was insane." Shout out Insane Chaos. I fuck with you heavy. But yeah, that was insane. Thank you for signing up for that. Um, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna be signing off here, and man, who knows what's next realistically? But I know it's not Dota. Um, and yeah, this isn't a retirement, man. Because just in case I can actually come back, people are like, "Weren't you supposed to retire?" This isn't retirement. This is extended break. And if the game's dead when I come back, it's dead when I come back. I don't think it'll be dead, but maybe the league will be dead or something like that. I doubt it. I think A2 is gonna go on for a long time. So I think the current regime and the admins, Fred and Sub and Licky and IC and Gambit. I think a lot of people forget about Gambit. Man, that guy's cooking up there. They're carrying the league. So league's in good hands, bro. I feel like it's time to dip out and do some other shit, bro. But from just looking from now to when I started this shit, bro. I started this shit with TJ. If you remember TJ, Panda, and we sound like little kids. We sound like little girls on the mic. My parents' crib, bro. I was wearing like pajamas. Room dirty as fuck. Like, bro. Look at this shit, bro. Like, admire the journey, brother. Admire the journey. You feel me? I didn't think I was gonna get here for sure. I did not think I was gonna get from the bus. I was in a bus, bro. I was in a bus. Motherfuckers don't get in buses. They don't live in buses. You feel me? I feel like I just need some time to reflect and admire what I've done and even in Dota, bro, like, motherfuckers don't win five. Motherfuckers don't hit the grand finals. Motherfuckers don't even hit, lower bracket finals. Motherfuckers struggling at playoffs. You feel me? And I've gotten so many opportunities and through different leagues and to play with different players and to talk to different people and make different connections and things of that nature, bro. I'm generally just happy, bro, to be honest. And that's what like my sadness and my anger from losing turned into just genuine just happiness, bro. Just the thought on the journey, bro. Like, gang. A lot of y'all knew, I think, but bro, from the people that been here, that been at this channel, bro, since gang, I don't even remember exactly when, bro. But I mean, like Licky, Kiara, Dops, the Golf Boys, Bernie, like bro, Odin, like some of these guys have just been here, and I know because they always want to comment and things of that nature, man. And I can't thank y'all enough, bro, for even caring. Like, bro, I'm a random. Realistically, I'm nobody, but just caring, watching my shit. You feel me? Watching my shit when I was a little kid, screaming to the mic, talking crazy. You feel me? And having, even like 30-minute videos, bro. Just happy, bro. Really, just happy and excited for what's next. And yeah, man, that's really it. That's really it. If I got, I always want to try to end my shit with some mental shit, some motivational shit. But yeah, your loss don't equal your wins. That's what I'll say, bro. Your loss never equals your wins, man. Always use your loss to learn, to create a bigger win, bro. It's all about your mindset. It's all about how you take your losses. And I think Dota will teach you so many fucking lessons if you let it, bro. And maybe I sound high, like I'm high on my mind, bro. I ain't smoked today. I'm done smoking. No longer a smoker. I'm done. I'm done. But that's some other shit. Maybe I'll get into that shit at some point. But yeah, bro. Yeah, just really just hope y'all are good mentally, for real, for real. Cause Dota will cope the fuck out of y'all's mental. So make sure y'all mental straight. I'm gonna end this shit though, cause I keep just spitting random pastor shit, and like I sound weird, like I'm like I know shit, like I don't know anything. So yeah, um, I'll see y'all soon, I guess. And it's been a hell of a ride. If this is it, if you see me on a TV show, or if you see me next to Drake in 5 years, you feel me? Just remember where it started, though. Remember, I was right here with y'all in the bedroom, sweating it out in Dota pubs in the Riff. You feel me? That's where it started, and I'm so happy I did that, bro. Um, it's actually funny. One of my boys, we looked at like all my Steam accounts and all my Dota hours. I have like over 30K Dota hours, and he's like, would you take that shit back? I'm like, bro, no, bro. No, bro, never, bro. Because what are you even doing with 30K hours when you're 16? Like, you outside smoking whippets or some shit. Like, that's what 16-year-olds are doing now. Like, they're trying to fuck, and like they're trying to like do all this weird shit. Like, bro, I was in the crib playing Axe, sweating my ass off, trying to get Blade Mail Blink before 15 minutes, 12 minutes, 13 minutes. Blade Mail Blink Vanguard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was on Minecraft, freaking dirt blocks. You feel me? That's what I was doing when I was in my parents' house. You feel me? And I loved every hour of that. I cherished every hour of that. I got, every single one of y'all, and I talk about this every video, got homies that you've never met in person. And you will call them up right now and ask them how their day's been. How their day's been, how their mom's is. You feel me? Like how their life is. You feel me? And that's what matters. That's all that matters to me. Shout out Dylan. Shout out Liam. Shout out Peyton, bro. Like, shout out, these the guys, bro. Like, these the guys. I don't even talk to them every day, but that's my family, bro. These are my brothers. And that's all that matters to me. You feel me? That's generally all that matters to me. And hopefully, I'm actually gonna see them soon, so that's gonna be dope. And the golf guys, seeing the golf guys in person. I've only known them for like 2, 3, 4 years. It's just dope too. It was just really, really dope. So I will end this shit off with just one more thing, bro. Damn, bro. Like, you keep talking. Shut the fuck up. just keep fucking talking, bro. I'm gonna say this: don't let anyone else talk. Don't let anybody in your life talk down on what you do for fun. That's all I'm gonna end out with. Don't let anyone in your life diminish or depreciate what you decide to do in your free time. Ever, bro. Ever. Ever. As long as you happy, as long as it's making you happy, and as long as it's not hurting nobody else, keep doing it. And get good at it. And that's all I gotta say, bro. Y'all have a good one. Happy Monday, bro. Let's have a good week. And eat your bananas, drink your water, drink your coffee. Shout out coffee. What we got? We got Cup Lux, bro. Cup Lux. You feel me? Sponsor me. But this a mocha, by the way. If you drinking coffee right now, I'm a hot chocolate boy. But if you drinking coffee, put your coffees up. Feel me? I got the coffee and the water. Really like that. Locked in. Dialed in. Coffee, water, and hold up. Y'all see? Hold up, y'all. Hold up, like, y'all. Okay. Okay. I did want to just one more thing. To the dude at the ESL Raleigh event that tried to try me for telling 3-3 to pick Doom. You would have got your head smashed through the chair, buddy. I swear to God. And I would not have been arrested. Like, the black security guard that was next to me, I think he was fucking with me. He was like, listen, you would have got your head smashed through a chair, bro. Lightly. In front of 3-3, your idol. And then, see, I would have grabbed you like this, picked your ass up, bopped your ass down. Right? You look like you maybe 110 wet. Boom! Boomed your ass down, right? In front of 3-3. 3-3 probably coming over to your assistance. You feel me? But, yeah, man. If you ever watch this video, man, you would have got your shit saved. Licky saved your ass that day. Because if you would have walked over to me, it would have been over. Licky saved you. Know that. Shout out Licky. Shout out Rashad the Cow, man. And all the golf boys. I had to really, I was at a Dota land, bro. You can't really be acting too crazy. Especially look at me, bro. Like, look at me, bro. Some of those dudes in there were definitely racist. They definitely ripped the hard R's in their pubs. Like, I can't, they got the hard R's in their world clouds. Listen, if you go to land, your word cloud should be leaked. I don't care. If you want a ticket to any land, your word cloud has to go through like a filter. If you got any of those weird words, or if you was semi-racist or some weird shit, you can't be allowed in. Simply. And if you don't own deodorant, you can't be allowed in. Cologne, something. You feel me? But yeah, that's all I had to hit on, bro. Just some funny shit to end off. But I hope y'all well. Happy Monday, man. And let's have a week.